first webinar. Today we will make a first webinar of series of webinars about open science. And on this webinar, we will briefly go through the concept of open science, our initiative, student biological data competition, and some tips about how to apply for this competition if you are a student or for your students. But first I would like just a little bit introduce our project in general. First Approval is a data repository that was specifically created to solve reproducibility crisis by increasing scientific motivation to publish and annotate data. You can use it during your scientific work for getting PDF data publication with DOI. It's completely free to use now. I mentioned reproducibility crisis, but I want to say a few words. What is it? Today, a lot of scientists, more than 90% of scientists, report problems with reproduction of results, which is a pretty big problem. Top journals like Nature publish articles about reproducibility crisis. And one of the major reasons of reproducibility crisis is lack of raw data publication. What is raw scientific data and how it differed from, for example, processed scientific data? So when you as a researcher run any type of experiment, the outcome of this experiment, primary outcome of this experiment will be like some tables, images, other type of specific files, and this data which you get from experiment is oftenly like utilized for analysis, and then scientists publish articles utilizing this kind of data. So in general, science produces 2.5 million of scientific articles each year, and the number of data sets that put inside these articles is more than 25 millions. The problem with this situation is that replication rate of these 2.5 million of publications is only 30%, which means that if you will pick up random experiment from random article and we'll try carefully to run this experiment with the same design, it is only 30% chance that you will be successful from the first try. And like solution of this situation, like initial step to solve it is to check both your own data and original data from original research, because this comparison will give you much more detailed information about potential reasons of this replication failure, or will give you insights about improvements that you need to do by yourself. But the situation today that 99% of all original data is never published, which threatens the progress of entire field of scientific research. And especially this problem is important for biology and biomedicine, where replication rate is less than in like other fields like physics, for example. But in physics, this crisis is also exist. So scientific community and scientific institutions are familiar with this problem, and they change and continue changing their recommendations to make data publishing much more broadly distributed across scientific fields. And like governmental organization like NIH in United States, funding organizations of European Union, UNESCO, all these organizations recommend to make data open and transparent. And this process is driven by like all major scientific institutions. But the process of data annotation is not so simple, and we would like to organize a student data competition as the opportunity to get into this world of data annotation, to make data annotation much more interesting process for participants, to incentivize young researchers to share well annotated data. We already launched the competition, and here some points why students could join it. So by participating in student competition, you will get first authored data publication with DOI and will be recognized as real scientific publication you can list in your CV. It built new skills. You learn how to organize and annotate data in the way how the real scientists do it. You also can like get reward from this competition and boost your stand out from your colleagues, because you will have publication and diploma of great data set. You will connect with like a general scientific community and get feedback on your research. We have really great panel of jury professors from top universities participate in this like dataset evaluation. And also you will make your own scientific project matter, because you will get publication during this process. About the competition. So Student Biological Data Competition is international contest dedicated to scientific data sets in biology, biotechnology, and biomedicine. This first-of-the-kind competition directly evaluates the quality of scientific data sets and their annotations, aiming to promote open data practice among students. A central focus of the competition is to evaluate scientific data from experiments. It doesn't matter what result it really demonstrates, just the quality and reusability of the dataset itself. The competition is open in three categories: for bachelor's or undergrad students, master or grad students, and PhD students. Submissions will be evaluated by a panel of experts based on completeness of annotation, data accuracy, novelty, and quality of experimental design, and the potential for use. Participants will have the opportunity to gain recognition from an individual panel of top academic and industry experts in their field and will receive a data publication on the first approval platform. The goal of competition to introduce open data practices to students and researchers, promoting high-quality data annotation as well and well-designed experiments. In scientific world, publishing research papers is prioritized, while the preparation, annotation, and publication of scientific data receives far less attention. This competition seeks to recognize and reward outstanding dataset, highlighting experiments distinguished by their quality, innovative methodology, and experimental design. Alongside new and original datasets, we welcome negative datasets, those that not confirm the original hypothesis, and replicative datasets, which successfully reproduce previous experiments. We believe that such practices will foster the reuse of scientific data, enhance reproducibility, and improve data quality. So, all undergraduate, graduate, and PhD students can participate. Submission cost is free. Participants must submit a dataset on a first approval platform in specific competition section for participating. And current deadline is 15th of September 2025. You can be student in any country in the world, so we don't make any territorial borders, and all data sets in field of biology, biotechnology, and biomedicine are eligible to be submitted, but with checking like absence of sensitive data and such kind of technical restrictions. Prize and awards. A total prize fund of 7.5 thousand United States dollars will be awarded across three main categories: undergraduate, graduate, and PhD students. The first prize in each category $1,000. The second prize is $500. The third prize is $200, and from fourth to 10th prize, $100 each. Additional special prize include best negative dataset, $300, and best replication dataset, $300, with potential special prize from partners and organizations. All participants who reach the final selection stage will receive a certificate of honorable mentions, and winner will be announced on the student data competition website. After the competition concludes, all participants will have their dataset published in special collection on first approval platform. Executive jury board of this competition, executive jury board on this competition include professor from City University of Hong Kong, George Mason University, Albert Einstein College of Medicine in New York, professors from United Kingdom and Northwestern Medical Center in United States. Additionally, competition have organizing teams of PhD researchers and instructors and industry researchers from the globe, and competition lead is Daniel Dominguez. I am also member of organizing team of this competition. We already receive some specific confirmation in informational and organizational partnership from well-established universities. For example, University of Cambridge already recommend to participate in our competition on their website, as well as Research Data Alliance, world largest open science organization that promote open data practices. So in summary of this section, students by participating get improved publishing practices, data publication with DOI for career growth, feedback from professional community, awards and cash prize, and simultaneously the scientific community will get implementation of best practices of data sharing, powerful learning tool for young scientists, increasing number of well-annotated datasets, and opportunity to share negative and replicative results. Now we came to submission process. So here is the link for a competition website. We will share it additionally at the end of our presentation. So after you go through this link, you will find the competition page where you will find all required information for submission, such as guidelines for competition and excuse me, and for attending and start the process, you need to push the button apply now on the website. After you will push the button apply now, you will came to a simple process of registration where you need to put your email, first and last name, password, and institutional affiliation. After the registration, you can start submission of your dataset. After push the button apply now, after the registration, you will see the section for choose data collection. Oh, I don't know what's happened with my light, excuse me. After you need to choose student data competition, and then you will see the page where you can start annotate your dataset. You will on this annotation page, you will put a title, academic level, research area, summary, background and aims of your experiment, material and method section, data description section, optional section of preliminary result. So it is not evaluated. In competition, you just can emphasize some results if you would like to. If optional section is software description, both software that were utilized for data processing and that could be required for data like reuse during you open, how the files could be open and what could be like used for analysis of this data. A file section where you will upload your files. Author section where you as a student expected to be a first author, and additionally you can put all additional authors including your PI because you will need confirmation from your PI to participate in this competition in any case. Optional sections is granting organizations. If only if your research was supported by any funding, you can put it here. And related publications is so if you use any publications for reference for describing method, background, and aims, and any other sections, you put here the literature about it. And tags for easier searching tools. So in general, this process will look like this. So you choose your areas, fill all sections. If you previously had any publication that describe some methodological like details of this process, you can use it and rewrite, for example, in more details to emphasize all specific publishing steps. So now we will go through some specific parts in more details. In research areas, you will find the research areas that so you need to choose which research area best fit with your data set. For example, neuroscience, immunology, genetics, molecular biology, omics technologies. We put it in special section. And in background and aims section, you will get option to put information that your data set is negative, that your data set is replication of previous experiment, or that this data set were previously published already as data set, but in this context you need to emphasize what was the improvement in data annotation for your data set. And in this background and aims, generally, like you in any case need to fill the general field, which describe the background and aims of your experiment. So file uploading section will look like this. So you can just drag and drop files, and additionally you can add folders to organize your files. So for example, if you have two group of files, for example, raw files from microscope photography and like exported TIFF files, you can add two folders to put there like raw files and process files for better understanding. Additionally, for each file, you can add a brief note that will describe something if it's important to specifically emphasize for exact file. So it is not mandatory to use. You just can utilize this tool for file nodes. After you finish this process, you will get to the publishing page, where it is like it just described that this publication will be open access, that it will be processed by a license that requires standard citation, and you can choose rather regular storage or decentralized secure storage. So it doesn't really matter for this particular competition what type of storage you will choose. It's just introduction to decentralized storage technologies. You will see the preview and confirm the name of dataset and the summary of dataset, and the name should be less than 200 characters and summary 300 characters. Then you need to confirm all technical requirements and prepare the additional letter from your PI that will confirm that he agreed to you to submit this dataset for competition. The template of this letter will be attached to the submission form. So you just need to get this approval. After the end of submission, you will after you finalize your submission, this will be processed by the team of our organizing and judging committees, and they will perform like brief editorial check that like completeness of requirement segments, and if you like feel your data set and it contains experimental data, it will be published in this way. You or any other else could download this PDF with DOI number and in open access way. And this data publication will specifically include information about number of folders and files that you submitted to this competition and general weight of your data. So how the data publication is related with article publications in the context of competition. We allow to submit the data sets that were already described in scientific articles. So, for example, if you already have an article that you have been previously published, but the data set from any experiment of this article haven't been published separately, you can publish it and just cite the original article where this data set were described. The other situation is if you haven't been previously published the analysis of result of your data set, you still can publish and participate in competition, submit your data set, and next, when you will prepare journal article in peer-reviewed journal, you need to put information about this dataset repository location into data availability section. So it is a standard practice for all publishers to have data availability section in their journal article, and it is improve the quality of your article if your data set is disclosed. And additionally, in open science, like research, it was found that journal articles with available data make it become more citable. So it potentially could increase number of your citations for this article. Some tips how to go through this process and how to make data annotation more easily for you. So first of all, this tip is general, so I need to mention it. Annotate data early and continuously is much more better than annotate data only during article preparation. Because after the experiment, right after and during, you know much more details about your experiment, because after that time, you can forget something. Adopt standard metadata and formats. So perform small research about your specific type of experiment, how it commonly described in literature, and like put all annotation standards that you will find in like scientific articles and data publications. More details is better than less. So this means that if you don't sure, do it better to put some additional detail about your dataset or not, just put it. Organize and structure your data clearly. So it is better not to put all your files in single bin. So make sure that you organized it in the way that like independent researcher could understand it. Provide clear description of all data files. So if data file need additional like note or description, put it. You have the tool for doing this. Validate and quality check your data and annotation. So after you end the initial process of filling the form, perform critical thinking about your data set. Go through the whole text one more time, looking what could be not clearly understandable by everyone. So it is really, really helpful. And keep reusability in mind. So if you think that any additional details or context will make reuse of your data more easily, just put this information into your data set. For example, in software section, you can put information about software which could be utilized for analysis of the data, for example. It is not mandatory, but it could help increase reusability. So there are specific initiative which called FAIR, and you can check their website and understand how to make your data more findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. So this is the end of story about data annotation, and just this competition is new, and if you can help us with promotion this competition in circle of your colleagues or your university, it would be really helpful. So the link for competition is here, and I'm ready to answer any questions. Thank you for patience.
Thank you, team, for sharing all the information about the competition and all these really valuable insights. So if any of you have any questions or comments, please raise your hand, or you can also share your comments in the chat, please. In the meantime, just to wait for some insights from the audience team, can you share some advice for the students on how to um, get their research into this competition in terms of getting probably permission or approval from their PIs?
Sorry. Yes. So regularly, there are a lot of initiatives that you can find on university website, and university share the information about a lot of awards and or grants for students specifically. And after you get this information, the standard and good practice is first to come to your PI and say that I would like to participate in such kind of initiative. It could result in cash prize for me, or it could improve my skills for like experimental annotation, method section, writing, to and preparation of articles. And then you can propose some experiments that you're done before, and just tell that I'm plan to participate. I would like to participate with this kind of data set that I generated. And probably PI will ask you about the format of competition. Is it possible to, is it only your participation, or you can put co-authors for this publication? You definitely would like to invite your PI as co-author of publication and emphasize that you respect the efforts of any member of your laboratory to be listed as co-author of, listed as co-author for this competition. For this publication. Additional questions could be about integration of this data set into a scientific article, because it is standard practice in science, but still, because most of the data is not publishing yet, it could be questions why we need to do this. And so you can describe this process that it could be simply put into data availability section, and that it will improve the potential citation rate of the future publication. Or you can, sorry, yeah. Or you can put additional information about your previous data sets that were utilized in existing articles. It's more for PhD students, I suppose, but still, if you have early peer-reviewed publication, you can utilize your data set from there for participation in competition if the data wasn't previously been published. Yeah, so this type of conversation will result in approval of PI, and then you can tell that you will need to fill the letter about so allowing me to participate in this competition, and provide him this filled letter in advance for signature, then scan and adjust to the
Thank you.
application. Yeah.
Thank you, Tim. We have a question from Lorena, who is asking if we would like to them to spread information on their universities. We would really appreciate that, Lorena. We think this is a good opportunity for all the students, especially undergrads, to get their first experience publishing and sharing their data. But also for more experienced student researchers doing their masters and PhDs. This is also important for people from the global south. So we would really appreciate your help sharing the information about the competition. This is the first edition. These are our first efforts in sharing this with the world. So if you would like to help, we can send you an information package so you can share this with your students or with anyone else in your university. Anyone else would like to ask a question regarding the competition, regarding first approval?
I have a question.
Go
Yes,
ahead,
please.
Mario.
Sorry for being late. I just wanted to congratulate you on the initiative, as I think this is very important, the concept behind it. So I wish you a lot of luck on your first iteration of this. So my first question is, do all participants compete in the same category? So undergraduate projects are considered alongside masters and PhD projects?
Yeah, we have 3 tracks. So undergraduate students will compete with only undergraduate students, graduate students only with graduate students, and PhD students only with PhD students.
Okay. And the second question is, so there's no effect on the judging if the data set is original, made by the, I don't know, the research group where the student works in, or if they are reusing public data. Do you guys consider this the same value, or there's an impact on that?
So you could not submit publicly available data. So
Okay.
it should be data that you as a student participated to generate during your like educational process or your research process, and yeah, it is specifically focused on this kind of like your data, your annotation, and your publication. Yeah. So we expect that you will submit data that you generated during your
Okay.
practice. Yeah.
So perhaps it helps if I give the specific example. So here in our university, every year we run a class where the students have to reanalyze data from the NASA GeneLab repository. So it's pretty much a reanalysis, but the findings that they always tackle, I mean, they have to find, ask new questions. So something that is not published or something like that, but the original sequencing data, well, it's from the NASA GeneLab, right? And it's public. So that's out of the competition. That's what you're telling.
Yeah, we specifically dedicate this contest for make opportunity to share like data that is not maybe not looks like so valuable as NASA data set or big one data set for a huge kind of reuse. So sometimes students could prepare just collection of microscopy photos or collection of additional experiments for confirming some hypothesis that they get. And this is some kind of specific skills of preparing data for publication, preparing data for sharing with colleagues, take account into annotation process, what information should be put to make even your own small piece of data reusable for future researchers. So it is, it is definitely really helpful initiative to look through the already existing data to understand the standards of data publication, to understand the analysis process, but we specifically try to make the environment where you can increase the number of available data sets in the world.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question, Mario. Anyone else? We still have some minutes to address your questions and comments. Oh, sure, Lorena, we can share the link to the competition. We will send you also a mail with the recording of this webinar and more information regarding further webinars. We're planning also to do some more educational sessions for students on how to improve their annotations and how to improve their data management skills. And we will also share with you all the guidelines and all the information you need. So please let us know if you require any other information. You can send a message to this mail in case you have any further question. Let me share with you the mail. It's competition@firstapproval.io. So, well, if you do not have any more questions, we would like to thank you for your time and for your interest in the competition. We would love to see all your submissions and also encourage and empower all your students and more scientists around the world to share their data openly. And yeah, we invite you to work with us to make science more open and transparent around the world. Yeah, I think that's it from us. Thank you, Tim, for your presentation.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Have a great rest of your week and your weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.